The relationship between man and work is inseparable and we are always engaged in work. The Bhagavad Gita says, Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajjayohi akarmanaha. When we approach work, we should approach with three thoughts in mind. I am an instrument and I am not the doer. May this work be a platform for me to learn more and rise in wisdom. May the outcomes from this work be beneficial to the society. This is the crux of Karma Yoga. Andal, in the 28th verse of the Thiruppavai, says, Karavaihal vinchendru kaanam saerndhu unbom, Arivu illaadha aayk kulaththu, unthannai Piravi perundhanaip punniyam yaam udaiyom, Kurai illaadha govindhaa, unthannai Uravel namakku ozhikka Ariyaadha pillaigalom, anbinaal unthannai Siru alaittanavum siriyarulade, Iraiva neetharai parai, yelorembavai. Andal here gives a metaphor of gopis going behind the cattle. She gives the crux of Karma Yoga or the spirit of work. She says we are incapable of following the Karma Yoga, which is the fulcrum of the three thoughts which we have discussed above. She says many a times we falter on the process of work. Many a times we do not follow standards. Many a times we do not follow regulations. Whether it is getting up in the morning, whether it is performing an activity, whether it is eating, everything has got a process. The God has created the universe with 4 divisions. In the Bhagavad Gita, he says, Chaturvarnyam maya shrishta guna karma vibhagasha. The celestials, the animals and birds, the non-living things and human beings. The celestial, the sun rises on time. Fruits and flowers bloom on time. The bird chirps on time. But a human being has an exception to time. He gets up at different times. Man often falters on time. A man attaches himself with work and ego many a times manifests. He is not perfect in work and there should be a realization that Karma Yoga cannot be followed. We are not perfect. She says, O Lord, who is the indweller of work, I am not able to follow the Karma Yoga. Hold my hand and take me along. Arivu illaadha aayk kulaththu. We have not gone to the depth of knowledge of that particular activity. The body of knowledge is vast. The body of knowledge is deep. We do not have the focus or the mental poise to go deep into that body of knowledge. And also, we do not have time. In one lifetime, we cannot achieve to the depth of the body of knowledge. Unthannai Piravi perundhanaip punniyam yaam udaiyom. She says we have been extremely fortunate to get a human birth. A human birth is a birth of awareness. We are aware that we are rising in wisdom or falling by fate. A human birth is a birth where we can control the environment. All the other births are controlled. A human birth is a birth where we know that our soul is united with the Lord every second. Unthannai Piravi perundhanaip punniyam yaam udaiyom. This unition with God can make the difference to the universe. The unition with work, the work when it is successful can make all the difference to the universe. It can be beneficial to the society. Unthannai Piravi perundhanaip punniyam yaam udaiyom, Kurai illaadha govindhaa. The indweller of both the work and the soul is infinite. The thought process can be finite. Matikshayat nivartante natu govinda gunakshayat. There is a limitation in the thought process, but there is no limitation in the possibilities to take the path of perfection. The work throws open many opportunities for us to improve. Unthannai Uravel namakku ozhikka. O Lord, the inseparability between us cannot be even removed by you. The work and the man is inseparable at all times. If we stop working, we cannot sustain this particular body. Ariyaadha pillaigalom. We have come to the place of work with all emptiness. Every activity should be performed with an awareness that there is a lot to learn. We need to keep ourselves aware of the opportunities to learn. Anbinaal, unthannai, Siru. O Lord, who is the indweller of work, I have many a times insulted the system, have not understood the work, and have seen it as difficult. Many a times we have thought that we are working. We do not realize that the work can manifest in front of us and then take us along. The Lord has to hold our hand. The Lord has to hold our hand. Like how the scissors is in the surgeon's hand, we are the instrument in his hand. Anbinaal, unthannai, Siru. Out of my ego, I thought I have done the job. But it is not me who has done. It is you who have gotten done through me. Iraiva, nee tharai parai. I have the right only to expend the effort, but the outcomes are not my right. The outcomes are driven by 5 factors. The 14th verse of the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita says, Adhishtanam tata karta, karanam cha pratak vidam, vividhascha pratak cheshta, daivam chaiva atra panchamam. The body, the soul, the various sense organs, the many kinds of effort what we put while performing an activity, and the divine providence, that is the Lord, these 5 are responsible for giving the results for any action. So we need to understand that we are not perfect. We will have to surrender ourselves to the platform of work, the indweller of work, the process of work, the system which is God, holds our hands and manifests itself through these hands, making us enlightened and also taking us towards the path of success. Namaskar.